Casey Hatch. Casey's got the ball in the way. It's looking good. Oh, it just didn't turn.
You suck, jackass! Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. We're here at the 17th, and it's Andrew Chorley. After coming up short in a second, he has about 6 feet left for his par here on 17. Oh, he's slid it by, and honestly, there's a little bit meat left on this bone. Taking no time, and you see what happens when you take no time. That was ugly. And to finish things off here, it's Neil Kruger. About 3.5, 4 feet. Neil, whose father, Freddie, took the tour by storm.
All right, from the rough out there, and coming up, we got Chorley coming in. Andrew, a little short, Brad. He's not.
Yeah, there's a big hill there. I'm not sure he calculated that in his club selection. I think he stopped him. It seems like there's no water on the greens, and they're already drying out.
All right, here's Kruger from the sand.
Greenside bunker. Oh, that's a pretty good golf shot there.
Oh, within a foot. Nice shot.
Back for birdie to move up to -1.
And we've got Chorley coming in
to
up.
solo second place.
Chorley with a nice shot up onto the
Chorley
green.
just finishing out the round. He's down at the bottom of the leaderboard like the rest of us that are just struggling lately.
Yeah, today my partner struggled a little with that, so I know what you're talking about. And the frustration putt in ahead of everybody right there. All right, I believe this is going to be a birdie shot. I believe this is going to be a birdie shot for Hatch.
Yeah, you can confirm that. Could be eagle.
That could be eagle.
This
Yeah,
could
we
be eagle.
were not able to see
Short
that.
par 5.
He's raised his
And
hand and it
it's
goes in. He sets that down.
That's an eagle. That bird will fly. What a way to finish.
What a way to finish is right. You know, if you could just do that on every hole, Brad, you'd get a lot better scores.
That'll move Hatch up to the +2 into the top 10.
+2 to the top 10. And he's walking that. He doesn't like that. It walked right by the hole. And he finishes it out. See if we get a little sandy action here.
For a birdie.
And he's got it.
Looks like we got some action on 17. Let's send it out to Ken Galika.
All right, Brad, there is something going on here at the 17th. There are two men kind of humping each other here.
Right there,
This
baby.
is
We love each other.
This is something. This is something. Here's Jim Pickus. Thanks, Brad, by the way. Sending it over. Here's Jim Pickus here with, I think, is this for 3? He's kind of let it slide a little bit to the right. Oh, it's still moving. Next to play, Chad Brown on the 17th, his third. Brown's favorite player, Kirk Triplett, and he gave that a good run. Excellent run. A little quick on the pace, and he's got a little bit of extra work left here.
We're here with Neil Kruger on the 18th green. He had a nice, strong finish with 2 birdies on the last 3 holes. Can you talk us through what happened on 16? How'd that go about?
On 16, I sliced one to the right, nice and safe.
Okay.
And then I pushed top to pitching wedge into the bunker, hit a perfect bunker shot and made birdie.
Made a
Chipped
great,
it in for birdie.
What a chip in. Wow.
Yeah.
And then on 18, we just saw you were in a bunker again.
Yeah.
Another Sandy.
Back-to-back sand
Back-to-back
saves.
sand saves.
I decided not to use my 60 degree anymore out of the sand and use my 54 and 2 for 2. So that's good.
Neil Kruger at -1. I believe the leader in the clubhouse right now, tied with Kerry Severson out there on the course, but I do think Chuck Dog is out to
firmly ahead right
firmly
now.
ahead at this point. Any other thing that was working for you today that you want to kind of expand on?
Just my left to right was pretty good. Casey putted good. He made eagle there at the end, which was nice. But yeah, we had a tough battle in the 2-man.
And then the match, how'd that come out?
We ended up winning. We tied him on like the 14th, and then we had a couple birdies and an eagle to finish him off there. But yeah,
All right.
birdies were hard to come by out there. For
They
sure.
were. The greens were tough today.
Yeah.
Solid round. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Back live to Dan McGurran on the 17th green, about 30 feet. Good run. Niles Van Buren. It's about 13 feet here for birdie, the 17th. Oh, and he missed the hole, which is rare for a guy who's had 2 kids in the last few years. Chad Brown, about 6 feet. Of course it doesn't fall. Unfortunately for Chad, he's staring at another box on the scorecard. Back live to Dan McGurran. And, oh, so close. So close.
So far away.
Really not near. Okay, Brad, thanks. Nobody's made a putt with me in the audience yet. Niles Van Buren for his par. 3 feet, and it's in. That will save pace, and he'll comfortably miss the cut. It's a beautiful day out here at Tres Rios. This next group coming up here on 17. Jimmy Foster, Dave Banks, Dave Haas, and Ron Martin. Looks like Haas is the first to play. He seems somewhat pleased with the shot. As well he should be. He's found the green. And he's got a... Wow, this thing is backing up, getting close. That is a foot away. That is a sensational shot for Dave Haas. If only he pulled that magic out of his hat in Palm Springs, he wouldn't be driving a truck. Jimmy Foster. Wrists made of jello. Jimmy Foster, known more these days for his poker playing ability than his golf game, but he's in good position here off the tee on 17, looking for birdie. Body language suggests not happy with it, but it's a good shot. It finds the green, although it does, as many balls do, funnel just off the surface here on 17. He'll have a little bit of work left for his up and down for his par. Here, Dave Banks on the 17th. Thanks, Brad. That's a good shot.
Nice chip.
That type of touch there probably explains why David had won last week. Gunning for back-to-back titles. It doesn't look like it's going to happen this week, but nothing to be shameful of on that putt, or on that chip, excuse me. Now Ron Martin, similar shot, except Ron's taking the putter. That is a good roll.
Let's roll, Ronald.
Texas wedge from Mr. Martin should secure his par. There's Dave Banks walking up to the 17th green after hitting it, looks like within tap-in range. Dave, what'd you hit there?
Oh, that was a 4 hybrid.
4 hybrid.
Yes.
That was means you hit it about 130 off the tee. That was a sensational
Correct.
drive.
That's about how the day's been going.
Okay,
Thank you.
good,
Yep.
good. Well, make the birdie, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you again, Brad. Here's Dave Banks for his par on the 17th. The Banks is open. Dave Haas. For birdie.
Bingo.
Never a
Bingo.
doubt.
Bingo.
Never a doubt. David showing the way that this hole is meant to be played. 130 off the tee, about 250 in, and make the putt.
All right, we got a foursome coming in now. We've got Chad Brown going off to the right.
Just looking, he came up a little bit short with his second shot. It's a very gettable par 5 for most of the players out here.
Right there, we've
lot of
got
long
Niles
hitters.
and Chad side by side, both a little short.
Brown's ready to go here. Here's an eagle chip.
One better than the recommended.
It's got to
Pretty good.
climb.
There's that big hill there that just
It's so deceiving.
Eats you up.
All right, here's Niles Van Buren coming up.
Does he have enough to get it up there?
He came up a little, yeah. He's
That's a pretty good
at least
shot.
about
All
6
right,
over here to the right. We've got Jim Pickus got to come up over some trees.
He's at +2 right now. Trying to get into the top 10.
Oh, not a good. He won't be happy about that. Just short of the sand. Now on this side, we've got Dan McGurran.
Dan McGurran, +6. Will it stop? That's been the
No,
theme of the
that's been the
day.
theme
No,
of
it
the
will
day.
not.
Goes by about 15
Come on,
feet.
Dan.
Not for guys that couldn't get this stuff.
Oh, Jim Pickus, I missed that coming in. Okay. Just up and over the sand trap. Leaves about 10-foot downhill putt. Those putts have been tricky all day, those downhill putts, Brad.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the greens are just too fast for the conditions out here.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
All right, here we go. Chad is lining up what we believe to be a birdie putt right here, coming up the hill. It's tracking, yeah, they're all going
It does
left
go
there.
right from his point of view.
Mhm.
Left from ours. He'll tap that in for probably a disappointing par.
All right, Dan McGurran out here to the right. From about 15 feet.
Staring it
Rolling
down.
Look at
looks
it good. Oh, right off the side. They're painting that corner. That looks to be a disappointing bogey right there for McGurran.
This is for Pickus to save par. To remain firmly in the top 10. Look how
Oh, he's
fast
missed that to
putt
the
is.
left, yeah.
It just doesn't stop.
Oh, and he's missed that comeback putt as well. He won't be happy when he's putting that on the scorecard. All right. One of the staples on tour, Niles Van Buren for his cleanup putt. And he sinks that down. And
Mike, I just got word that our leader is on the 17th right now, and I think Ken Galika has a good view of it. Let's get it out to him right now.
Back live here on 17. Thanks, Brad. Cannot tell who this is. This might be Mr. Dog, D-O-G-G. Takes a mighty lash out of the sandy dirt, and it come to rest in the middle of the fairway, but still about 60 to 70 yards left for this next shot. Next to play, Brad, on 17, Spencer Harder. I'd say about 120 yards away here on the par 4 17th, excuse me. Takes a nice healthy swing with a wedge. This is looking good. And that comes to rest just to the right of the flag. And people have struggled with that putt today, but he'll have a very good look at his birdie 3. Spencer Harder. Thanks, Brad. All right, we go to, last time I checked anyway, tournament leader Chuck Dog, D-O-G-G. Playing his 3rd here at the par 4 17th. He's got about 60 yards. It's a little handsy with the wedge. It will chase up to the middle of the green, so he should be able to at least safely make, you would think, a 5. 17th playing his 3rd. Tricky little chip over the bunker. This is a quality golf shot. This is a quality golf shot using the terrain. This is wonderful. That he'll have about 3 feet left for a tremendous par. Here's Mike Davis looking at about 30 feet, maybe 35 for his birdie here on 17. That's a good roll. All right, an easy tap in par at the 17th for Davis. We're back live with Dog, D-O-G-G. Dog's got about 20 feet, maybe 17 feet for his par after hitting his drive into the desert, playing out to the fairway. Dog's been phenomenal today. He gets the putt on the way, and it's just short. But if you had to ask his playing partners today, they say he's a good dog. He's a very good dog.
Here comes Jimmy. Little putt coming around. Oh, just coming. And he tricked you on the break on that one. I think a marble and tile company has come out and made these greens today. These are pretty tough.
All right, back to the 17th. Thanks, Brad. Here's Spencer Harder for his birdie. About 8 feet. Slippery putt, and he knocks it in. And there's one man who will not be happy about that. It's Dave Haas, who just birdied this hole moments earlier. Johnny Chorley, the older brother, the forgotten brother. Oh, and he blows it. He hits the chip of his life, and he can't make the 3-footer. It's a bogey for Chorley.
Here comes Dave Haas for a sandy par save. It looks like a pretty straight putt. He's over the putt. Okay, coming around. And look at that, great sand save by Dave Haas on 18 to keep him at +4, excuse me. Now we've got Ron Martin. Ron was also coming into this hole at +4. And again, he did the same thing. in for a bogey. So it looks like he'll end up +5. Here's last week's winner, Dave Banks, coming in for his final shot, final hole. Lines it up. Oh, and just misses it to the left. He's not gonna be happy with that. And that is a par for Dave. And here we go. We got Jimmy Foster finishing up his round. Jimmy hasn't had the round he'd like today, but oh, just paints the corner of that one again. There we go, finishing out. As these guys are doing what they do and shaking out, let's go to Ken down on 17. How's things down there, Ken?
Thanks, Brad. Martin Bear here at the 17th. Looks at his lie, sees it up against the collar, throws away the putter in disgust. Goes back for his wedge.
Good shot, Mike.
Going up that slope, but that slope kind of just kills it. About 10 feet left for his par here on 17. Bear in the running. Thanks, Fred. We go live to Mike Cummings here at the 17th, and he just doesn't quite have enough on that one. Players have been missing it under the hole all day. Taps in for his, I believe, bogey here at the 17th. Keep it running here for Luis Molinero. Hope I rolled my L's enough. Probably not. Molinero hits it and he comes up short as well. There's a little bit of gravity going in that direction. He taps in for his, I believe, his bogey as well. And lastly here, keep it running for Jay Satchfield, the military man. This guy teaches Goose and Maverick on flight simulators. Really good chip to get it to this point where he is about 5 feet for his saving par. And he nails it. And that's a excellent up and down for Jay. Going to the 18th.
Okay, we're back. We've got a putt from Andrew Chorley. Jonathan Chorley, sorry. They're twins.
They're brothers, you know, what are you going to do?
And he leaves, oh, he goes out a little left of that. All right, Spencer Harder.
Really studying this one like this means anything. I think he's at +8 or something. But,
Well, we won't, yeah, Here's the putt, and
I really
it's
wanted
good.
to make it. I think that was a birdie.
He saw the cameras, and he is not camera shy, so.
Not at all. It's 5-footer here.
And he drops it. Now, here we go with Michael Davis. You know he was a former rodeo clown, right, Brad?
I had heard that. Yeah.
He was a former rodeo clown, and now he just clowns around, and he misses it. Clowning around here. Didn't grab that bull by the horns, Brad.
Well done.
But
We're here now with Chuck Dog, the leader in the clubhouse at -4. Outstanding round today. I saw that you started out with a par on 1, made a nice birdie on 2, and came back with 7 straight pars. What was working for you today?
Short game. I was in the fairway, and I think I had maybe 4 or 5 1-putts in a row. So it was just,
That's fantastic out here because the greens were, we thought, just super challenging today.
Yeah, I was just making them. I was chipping them
Just in the zone today, huh?
maybe 8 feet, and they was going in on the front now.
Right.
So that was able.
Yeah, you made the turn at -1 gross. So
Right.
that's
It was
impressive out here.
It was all putting. It could have easily been +4, +5, but the putts were going in, and when the putts go in, man, your score's gonna be low.
Your score is certainly low, -4. Congratulations. We'll see what's going on with Kerry Severson, but I believe that you're in pretty good shape with about a 3-shot lead at this point.
Sounds
We're being joined in the booth now by a staple on tour. Ken, how you doing out there, Ken?
Good. Good to be back here from the 17th. I came in before the tournament was over because the group behind these guys is extremely slow, and I did not want to wait out there for an hour or two. And that would be Kerry Severson, Dale Cohen, amongst others.
Yeah. All right, that is a great shot in there. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, almost jarred it.
And it turned out that Severson, who was the only one that could actually catch Chuck Dog today, had a disastrous hole and fell back out of contention.
Yeah.
So probably a good move. Just, get out of Dodge.
It wasn't worth my time to watch crappy golf, Brad.
Well, Mike just set one in there and just missed it off to the left of that pin. I mean, that was a good. To the left of the green here. Got about 60 yards in.
Who's that in his cart, Mike? Is that another player? Is this a fivesome?
Vera is under very tight chains and whips, from what I understand.
Okay.
And she just likes to come, and if he doesn't play well, she whips him. And
Well,
I
who
think
doesn't
he
like
likes
to
it.
come, Mike? Who does not like to come?
All right, here's the shot from Vera under the tree, and I know how that feels because on this hole I was under a tree.
I had a thorn up my ass on number 1 today. It was uncomfortable, but it did pop a hemorrhoid.
All right, we've lost control of this one. Let's go to Mike Cummins walking on the green like he's done that before.
What a great shot there by Cummings. Now Vera's ready to go. He's at even par. He's in 3rd place right now.
That won't last, Brad. Not from here.
Certainly going to be a very challenging shot.
Ooh.
I kind of
played
that like a putt.
hybrid, kind of a.
If his intention was to hit it 12 feet and just get it to the grass, then he hit the shot that he was looking to do there.
All right, here's Martin's shot from right off the green. He's putting it. Most people have missed this below the hole. There's the putt. And yep, it dives down. Very deceiving. It almost looks flat, but it just absolutely goes that direction. All right, here's Martin Vera. And a good putt. He puts that one in. Nice shot. Really close. Really good shot. Probably one of the better shots we've seen all day for the 18th. This is a birdie putt from about 5 feet. Let's see what he can do with it. And he tickles the twine. And gets in there for par. Tickles it up. Match is over. Let's go back to Ken on number 17 to see what he has to say. All right, we got Kerry Severson coming up right now. Currently sitting at +1. This par 5, it looks like he's there in 2.
Mike, this group is full of a bunch of no-names that I could not recognize. If you put them in a lineup, I could not call out any of them.
There's some very sneaky individuals for sure, Ken. They're like ninjas.
These are like
But there's
4 hosts on MSNBC. I've never seen them in my entire life.
If I'm not mistaken, Brad, is that a guy from Making Sandbagging Great Again? Is that him? Is that the guy I'm thinking of? Is that Sean Lambert?
That is
right?
Sean Lambert.
My
We got
God,
Sean Lambert
We
sighting.
got a sighting, man. He's right here on 18. Ken, do you see that? He's right in the middle of the fairway there.
Yeah, Sean the chiropractor. He
So, some like to call him Doctor.
Dr. Lambert. Tell you what,
And
needs an adjustment, Mike.
he needs an
It's his
adjustment.
golf game.
Actually, he's sitting at +4. He's in the top 10 right now. All right, we've got somebody bringing the cart way too close to the green. Maybe we need to have a course on how to close and raking. Did you guys notice that today? The raking in the greens was the sand traps was horrible.
I did not notice, Mike. I wasn't in a bunker the entire day.
Oh, that's a first.
Why would you hit it into a bunker?
I don't know.
I have no idea who this is.
Zach Giesler.
Giesler,
I believe he's at +3 at the moment.
+3, nice. Most people have been leaving this short. That looks like a great shot, rolling in.
Yeah, a good pace.
Look, he rolled it by. We haven't seen that much today on 18. Put it by about 8 feet. Now, we got Severson over here on the right.
This would have to go in to move up in the leaderboard into 3rd place.
Is this for 3 grand or is this for 4?
I think this is 4.
And we've got Lambert over here.
Trundled
Lambert
the
hit it.
and it looked like it was going to. Quite
Lambert
frankly, I
didn't
thought it was a
quite get it over the lip, but Severson, they hit at the same time, so they don't know that we're trying to videotape shit, and they're making it a lot harder. So in the future, guys, when you watch this, please make sure you're hitting in turn.
Mike, I had a pleasure of chatting with Dale Cohen on the putting green this morning. He introduced himself to me like he'd never met me before.
Well, Ken, one can only pray that they haven't met you yet.
We played together probably
Oh,
a
yeah.
half dozen times, Mike.
And he didn't know, well,
He didn't remember me.
Bunker shot.
that's a pretty good shot out of there with that green balls. All right, we're finishing up here at the Three Rivers Classic out here at Tres Rios. Now, change the name
Again, they changed it again.
to the Junior National. Don't understand why, but
I understand there's some plans to expand this to another 18 holes.
Yeah,
To the south.
that's definitely going to happen, Brad. That's there's a very good chance that happens in the next year or so, I would say.
They've been saying that for the last 6 years, I think.
That
well, I'll tell you, course conditions were tough. Those greens today, I don't know what you guys felt. They were hard to figure out on
They
most
didn't
of them.
hold approach shots. They didn't accept chips.
we saw players kind of under reading putts quite a bit today is what I tended to notice out there on the course. You're correct, Brad. The putting green, the chipping green before the round gave players the false impression that a lot of these greens would be very receptive, and I don't think that was the case. And I think that was probably one of the issues that caused a lot of harm out there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chuck Dog on that front 9 shot a 34 and really started to run away at the tournament and came back around.
Yeah, he was a +6 at one point when the closest competitor was at even par.
You mean
Minus 6.
Sorry, did I say
Minus-
+6?
you
did, but
yeah.
It's okay. I mean,
It's only a 12 swing difference, Brad.
So -6. You said he shot 34. Is that a gross 34?
Gross 30.
That's impressive for a dog. It's more impressive for a dog than a human, really, if you consider the way that golf goes, needing to stand upright to swing the club. Amazing that dog had the ability to twirl it so well, being on 4 legs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ken, it's great having you in the booth this week. We were missing something. We didn't know what it was, but now we do.
I'm happy to be here, Mike and Brad. I'll join you guys anytime.
And we know that. I'll tell you what, it was a good week, Brad. The U.S. Commissioner have done a great job keeping this thing together and going. The courses have been good. Next week we travel to Aguilla,
For the Levine Classic.
Levine, out in the far west valley. We're going to go out there and see what's going on there. And
That is a course that I think suits this tour well. It's going to be in good shape. There are wider fairways, but challenging greens, not unlike today, except with a little bit more character to the hole.
And with that, we want to thank you all for watching. Check us out each week on summertour.com and see what's coming up. And if you have any suggestions or anything that are good for the tour, let us know. If you don't have any good suggestions, keep them to yourself. We'll see you next time.